Everyone, how you all doing? It's your favorite girl here again. So today I'm going to be showing you how to cook corn fufu from scratch. Yes, if you're that person who cooks corn fufu, but sometimes it comes out good, sometimes it comes out with lumps, sometimes it comes out not quite ready, watch this video to the end and you're going to be a perfect corn fufu cooker. I'm going to be using semolina, which is just my preference. I just prefer it over the regular corn, but you can always use your choice. So first things first, you have to make sure you boil your water. Bring it to a boil, and once it has boiled, you now have to take some portion of the corn flour. It depends on the type of corn flour you're using, and then you mix it in cold water and put it in your hot water. Make sure the corn flour that you're mixing, which we call kende, make sure your kende is thick. So when you add it to the hot water, it's thick, because if it's not thick, you most likely have lumps once you include the dry corn flour. So make sure it's thick. Once you put it, you have to stir immediately and vigorously so that it mixes well, and then once it starts to boil, that's when you cover it to cook. Once you feel like, or you think that it's well cooked such that you can include your dry flour, add your corn flour and mix perfectly. Make sure you mix well and vigorously to make sure that it mixes well and has no lumps. And once that is done, you can as well, you have to keep on stirring. So that's what fufu is all about. You have to stir very well, and then you cover the pot and let it cook. Once it's cooked, you have to take off the lid and still stir, and then you have to now make sure that the texture is what you want. If you feel that it's too strong, you have to add some water. Like you see me adding some water. This is part of the boiled water that I reduced because it was too much. So I just added it, and then I stir for a bit and let it cook. Make sure the water is boiled. The water is boiled before you stir again, and then you keep stirring and repeating the process till you meet your desired texture.
Too much, but I just wanna feel your love. I just wanna know how you feel, baby. I just wanna go where your love take me. I'm losing my sanity, you take me under. For you I surrender, you're making me land on other side of gravity. Boy, you got me under. Boy, you got me fond of. Yeah, boy, you got me in love. I can't ignore it. I wish you noticed me. I wish you knew the emotion provoked in me. Let me live again. I'll take no more from you. You got my soul, oh. You let me fly, you let me go, oh. Now you're gonna see it clearly. You go out on the weekend, you want me then you leave me. Take you on the ride of your life. Don't ever stop. Give me your touch, give me your love, give it some more. I'm losing my sanity, you take me under. For you I surrender, you're making me land on other side of gravity. Boy, you got me under. Boy, you got me fond of. Yeah, boy, you got me in love. I can't ignore it. I wish you noticed me. I wish you knew the emotion provoked in me. Let me live again. I'll take no more from you. You got my soul, oh. You let me fly, you let me go, oh. Now you're gonna see it clearly. You go out on the weekend, you want me then you leave me. You got my soul, oh. You let me fly, you let me go, oh. Now you're gonna see it clearly. Go out on the weekend, you want me then you leave me.
And here's another life-saving trick for you to know if your fufu is ready and dry. You have to go by the side or on top and check to see if you see water. Like I just checked, if you see any bit of water, like water hanging, like it's not mixed with the corn flour, know that your fufu is not ready. Know that if you happen to stop cooking at this point and then you preserve this fufu, is going to be soft and saggy like that. So yeah, so that's how to check if your fufu is ready. You have to make sure that all the water is dry or is perfectly mixed. So if you cover the pot and then on opening it you see water at the top or on the sides, you have to know that it's not ready. You have to cook it such that all the water is dried up.
Too much.
Now the question is, so after stirring and cooking your fufu, what do you do after it's ready? Yes, there are so many things you can do. There are so many ways you can do to preserve your corn fufu. You can either wrap it up in plastic wraps, or you can let it cool and then you slice it up like cake and preserve, or you can use Ziploc bags to tie, right? But for me, I always use plastic wraps. But if you're so concerned about plastic wraps, the best and most natural way of doing it is letting it cool and then you cut it up with a knife and preserve. And you cut it up in shapes, the shapes that you desire, be it square shapes or rectangular shapes or triangular shapes or pizza shapes. Is up to you. Just do what you can. That's the most natural method and it's still very good. So yeah, so about wrapping it, so I like my fufu soft. I like the texture to be soft, so I use a bowl to tie, just like what you're seeing. That's how I tie it up. And once that is done, that it's ready to be eaten, it's ready to be consumed, and as well ready to be stored, whatever you want to do with it. That's basically how you wrap your corn fufu once it's ready. And I have a quick reminder for you. You have to be very careful, you have to be vigilant and attentive during this process so you don't burn yourself. Given the fact that the plastic wraps are quite soft, they are not as hard as the ones we use back home, so you have to be very vigilant, you have to be attentive, because it can easily tear and the fufu will go straight to your hands. If you have gloves on, that will still be a better choice, but yeah, you always have to be careful not to hurt yourself. Of course, beware, it's hot. So where I come from, this corn fufu is eaten with jama, which is a type of vegetable, and kati, which is made with chicken. So yeah, originally that is how we eat this thing, but as time goes on, we are able to eat it with other things like fried njanga, goat meat. You can fry tomato and onions with goat meat. So it just depends how you like it. As a matter of fact, they say fufu goes with everything. Yes, fufu even goes with a beautiful girl. It goes with a beautiful wife. And there you go, it looks all yummy. And watch out for my next video, because I'm going to be showing you how to cook perfect njama from scratch. That's from the garden, and you're going to love it. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know if you have any other tips. I will gladly welcome your ideas. Bye.